one of the funniest sets I've ever did was at the casket shopping for my mom. And I went on stage that night. And
Wait, you would...
I was at Jokes and Notes, like, because it was What That Do Wednesday just happened to be casket shopping Wednesday too, you know what I mean? and so I had to do my show. But I remember the audience going on this ride because I did get emotional talking about it, and it was just quiet. But then I went into like the lady, maybe it's these funeral people, but like my Aunt Joyce, God rest her soul, was like, jokingly, was like, oh, I'm gonna I should start looking for my casket. And she was a big lady. And the funeral directors are cold. Yeah. She's like, no, we have to order yours. Aunt Joyce is like, what you say to me?
You can do whatever you want. It's the shop. Wale, when you write, what type of energy you like in the room? And do you write in the room or you write in the car?
This album changed my, like, everything. It took
tell us about it. Tell us a bit
It's
about
like, I mean, I could write. Like, bro, I could write, you know what I'm saying? But like, this album, I just had to force myself to be alone a lot, like, cause the LA lifestyle is not really for me. It doesn't really align with like, who I am, but it's just convenient, you know what I'm saying? So I just was writing a lot, like, but it was taking a lot out of me because I ain't have nobody around me. I can't even draw inspiration from my family or my friends because LA is not the place for like family and friends for real, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a draining mentally thing, like even finishing in it, like having to just trust my own instinct because I don't have my cousin with me to be like, what you think about this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no friends. Like, what you think about this? You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like nothing, but it really drained me.
But you wanted to be by yourself? Why stay in LA?
I mean, I just, like, I didn't want to be in DC. It's too heavy, and there's nowhere to record for real. New York is too cramped up. Like, I need some space and sun. You know what I'm saying? And it was just convenient. There's a lot of studios in LA.
Would you do it again? Like, would you do it?
Not like this. I'm never gonna do an album like this again. I'm gonna do them like in like 4 months and just have 1 or 2 producers, you know, and like that. Cause I've never worked with No ID said I'm probably the biggest rapper of all time that don't have a main producer. And I started saying different names and he was like, this person. He's like, you don't have one. All my records, the dude who gave me Lotus Flower Bomb, I don't think he has no album placements at all, ever, after that.
Wow, that's crazy.
And the one who did Bad, I don't think he has more than like 3. You know what I'm saying? On Chill. My last one that's triple platinum, I think that was his first placement. So I just be getting stuff from people email and I don't care about the name and you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like used to working by myself, but this one was like really by myself. Like the engineer don't come from hip hop, so I'm explaining certain things to him. It was just draining, real draining. But
what did that do to what we're gonna hear in the writing, in the words?
It's just vulnerable. I mean, one night, man, I took some shrooms and I was just in my bathroom, just like.
You did that by yourself?
Yeah. I heard the beat playing in the room, but I'm just like, just looking out, and I start writing these words, and I'm like, the next morning I woke up and heard them, I'm like, I would have never had this train of thought had I, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely pushed myself to like a lot of my trauma by making it, because I'm like, I gotta talk about what's real to me.
Sure.
So like, that time with yourself, I'm opening up about a lot of the trauma that people don't really know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 2011 stuff, what got me here, like in the juxtaposition of trying to move in Hollywood and in these circles, but you feel out of place. But then you go back home and you feel like you've outgrown stuff. So it's a little.
That's a great.
Yeah.
That's really great. That's an interesting thought. You feel out of place here, but you're not in place at home no more.
I'm a black guy. I still like to run. I still like to get my cardio, get the vitamin D. So I gotta run. I gotta get out. I'm gonna go crazy. I gotta run. So I put my hoodie on. I'm running up around Beverly Hills and like around, you know, the Airborne, all that. I look crazy to them. A black with dreads running around with a hoodie. They all like, the dogs barking at me. Like, like that's a part of it. Like, I'm in Erewhon, like I'm having a little panic attack. Like, damn, what? Am I in too deep? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, part of it. Then I go back home, these little 14-year-olds, like, what song you do again? Like, you feel me? Like, I'm like, damn, like, if it wasn't for me, never mind. Like, you feel me? But it's all part of, like, you know, like going to this next chapter. So I gave
you
up
need to
more
do a
myself.
short film about making this album. Like, pick one of the songs and then making it to like a short film, like you doing all this alone stuff. Like sitting in the sauna by yourself.
Sounds like so much work.
Yeah, jogging. And then go back.
Why it's so different? I'm just thinking about the hours and like the phone calls and the editing and the torture like of all that. Like,
but even going back home too, it'd be dope to actually show that. Like you kind of not fitting into any of this.
I've been kind of world building with that. Like I just did the freestyle at Bieber's Yukon joint, and I'm like, I just got out the car and just started like I saw these kids that go to Beverly Hills High School, and I just started talking to them. Not like, y'all know who I am. I'm like, y'all know and Playboy Cardi and Travis. But I'm talking to them, they're like, are you a YouTuber? Or like, what do you? Like now I'm an up and coming rapper. I've worked with like Travis Scott, Rihanna, nobody, nothing crazy. And they're like, yeah, right, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like learning how they operate, you know what I'm saying? And that's part of the world building I'm doing, like the juxtaposition. Like where we come from is the opposite. Like, you know, we come from the opposite. You're just really good at like getting into the like being able to have be in these rooms. I can't. I just can't do it. I don't know how. I'm like thinking too much. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable. It just won't, I'm just not that type of person.
You feel that way sometimes in Hollywood?
No, like it's interesting, like, because the way everybody explain Hollywood is always this Hollywood thing.
Like but scary place. Yeah.
It don't feel like that with me because I don't have to I don't participate in stuff I don't care about. Even if I'm at an event, I'd rather stand to the side. Or I'll leave early, right? Like if I'm coming to a premiere.
A good Irish goodbye guy.
Yeah, no, for real.
And Irish goodbye, I lead the league in Irish goodbyes, boy.
Because I'm not even a great networker for real. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the worst at networking.
Man, it's a skill set to be able to just walk around. Hey,
oh my God, it's a skill set to be able to answer a FaceTime call.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to do FaceTime. I don't even want to talk. Like it's just weird, bro. Like, but I think that happens over time, and I think it's also the hip hop. It made me more cynical. Like, if I would have took a film route, it might have been easier. Like, but I think
I'm more open now than I used to be though. Like,
but you're a comedian. Like, it's not
that's
networking.
Funny you say that.
But the part of the job is entertaining people.
Yeah, on stage.
You do that
on stage. Like,
stage.
I applaud a lot of comics that's like one thing I love about Mike Epps. Like Mike is funny all the time.
Kevin Hart is too.
Kevin's the same way.
I've had promoters nervous about.
How you gonna do?
I'm on stage like, dude, you've been quiet way too long. Are you gonna be funny tonight? And then I get on stage and the switch goes off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I save it for the stage. It's almost like if you ever meet Beyonce, she's super shy and chill.
Yeah.
And then you see her on that stage, it's like the voice is different, everything is
It's
different.
like the light switches on. Sasha Fierce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you like that too?
Bro, for me, I mean, obviously it's not athletics, but I try to treat it the same way. Like, I try to conserve as much energy as possible before my show because I want to be able to give the audience as much as possible. So before the show, I ain't like, me and Tony, we ain't dapping up and like playing music, bro. We chilling, very like this almost. We might be laughing and stuff, but I'm not performing all the time. And then when you go out on stage, then you give it everything. But before that, I'm like real. People be like, hey,
my break room is so quiet.
Yeah,
like,
me
it's
too.
Like literally me and maybe the opener, and then I have to tell them like, look, man, no small talk.
Yeah, I don't even want nobody.
I don't make it to my green room.
To be working with you.
I don't make it to my green room. I stay in the car. I stay in the car till they be like, it's time to go on stage. Because you go to the green room, everybody's already in your, like you got everybody from that city or whatever that's already in there trying to greet you. I don't do the green room. I'll be like, yo, I'm in the car. Let me know when the DJ's on stage. I beeline to the stage and then go. Because
I don't have nobody in there.
People find a way to make the show about them. Like, I'm on tour, bro. It's a Wednesday. I'm in Utah, bro. I'm locking in. I'm locking in, bro.
I'm at work.
I'm locking in. Like, I gotta see something. I don't need you in my green room. Like, you ready? You ready for the big day? I've been doing this. I'm on day 45, bro.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the big day.
Like the boxers.
I hate
green
that
room.
question too.
You ready?
This like your millionth show. Somebody like, all right.
Yeah, man.
Show number 2 on Friday. How you feel?
And I don't think I can humor it no more. I'll be like.
But the thing I always think about though, I get why you hate that, but the thing is you have to think about it, it's like in basketball. Like when you play in the NBA, you're on it's game 62.
Yes.
But you walk into whatever arena, Detroit, Milwaukee, those people are there for that. This is their
everything.
Yeah, so the promoter is like, they don't know the 3 nights you just did.
Facts, that's true.
They're like, tonight is the night, right, bro?
Which is
you
why-
bringing it tonight.
Yeah.
You're like,
But you
you're
know
like,
what,
my nigga,
though?
I brought it
But
the
you know
last
what,
10
though?
nights in a row.
You gotta, on some man, you have an opponent.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, Jamal, I don't know if you like to be like, all right, I'm gonna cook him. I'm gonna cook him. I don't know when entertain the fans where it ranks as far as priorities, but it's like win and I'm gonna cook, or it's like I'm gonna skate through. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Every once in a blue moon, like maybe once in every 30 shows, I might skip a couple songs. Like, I might skip a couple.
You trying to get off work early?
I'm just trying to, bro. I was like, yo, we gotta get on the.
Yeah, I don't know if you do. I've looked at the clock.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Especially if it's been a long weekend.
Yeah,
you
man.
like,
Yo, if they're not giving it up, don't even
even if they
worry about
are,
it.
and I'm like,
Don't even
oh,
worry
y'all
about
so
the
excited,
encore,
but I'm so tired.
That Friday night, second show, we all tired. The audience have been to work. They missed the first show. They ain't got it. You ain't got it.
You got a clock on stage, right?
You got a clock on stage. But you also got your mind.
You got your mind. You know where you're at in your set.
You know where it feels like.
Maul, you as an athlete feel that? Like your version of, not your version, actually a back-to-back, playing back-to-backs, travel, all that. Have there been times you've caught yourself?
I had to set a routine.
Okay.
Because I knew like, it wasn't the back-to-back, it'd be like 5 and 7 nights. Where I'm like, damn, okay, tonight's gonna be more jump shots to start. Let me get warm. You can feel your body. I may get up and take Epsom salt bath. But listening to y'all, like, I used to play music I played in high school. Because I always try to stay connected to him, the one that was just grateful to me performing.
The OG version.
Yeah, so if I did that, it wasn't the opponent was me. Like, don't ever forget why you dreamed about this. It wasn't the money, it wasn't the fame, it was just performing against the best.
Yeah.
And so I was playing against myself. Okay, let me see if I could do this tonight. Let me see if I can get 15 by half or whatever it might be.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter who's guarding you. That
No.
none of that stuff.
They just, no disrespect.
They just in the way.
Give me props. Like, hey.
Just in the way.
You know what you said, that 5 and 7 night. Ron told me one time, he said, man, Mav, the only time I ever think that I'm ready to be done with it is on like a 4 and 5 nights. I don't think they do it anymore much anymore.
No.
You used to do 4 and 5 nights, and the 4 could be on the road. He said, you finish a game, locker room, shower, media, eat, to a bus, to a plane, land, to a bus, to a hotel, fall asleep before.
You don't even know
and
where you're at
You wake
sometimes.
up and go, where the f am I at?
Or room
Bruh,
numbers.
I
nothing.
have.
Huh?
Bruh,
You had
And your room
write it
numbers be a
down.
blur after a while.
I have
like
so
the room
many-
numbers be a blur every day at different hotel. You be like, you know
Bruh,
what you
this is
saying?
crazy.
I be having a hotel key. I be having 4 keys in my bag. I be having to text myself because I don't know where I am. I don't know what hotel it is. I'm going to the wrong floor.
So when y'all say
And
that,
my
thinking
DoorDash
about
look
it,
crazy. Denver, Utah. They like, what the f?
at what point in you guys' career did you guys start feeling like that? Like year 5, year 10, year 15?
I remember
Because at first you got a lot of vigor in you. You're excited to
When
get
I
on
was
stage
young-
and do it. When did it kind of
I remember exactly. I used to, when I was like really young, every city we went to, I wanted to eat the best food. Whatever that city has, I want to experience that all. And I remember we drove from Atlanta to Fayetteville, and we had a show at a church. I was doing only churches at that time. And it was like after service, and we bombed. I had no energy, and it was my dad's church. And he sat me down. He was like, you need to treat this like a job. You can't stay out at night. These people pay to see you. They got a baby. Like, I think of it like whoever bought a ticket, it's not just a ticket. They got a babysitter. They pay for parking. They pay for 2 drinks at a club. They paid for,
It's an event.
A $50 ticket might cost them $300. They might have took off work. So I gotta give them the same thing. And that might be their only thing that year, right? So I gotta give you everything. So I'm coming early, I'm taking a nap. Like, I'm not no hooper, but I treat it like
that,
let me go to
said
sleep and make sure I got my energy at 7:30 so you can get the best show out of me.
He said something fascinating about, I think, systems, right? And so once you create a system, that makes everything easier. Because for me, it's like, starting in the stand-up world was one thing, but when I started making these movies and I have a television show that I'm writing and starring, there was a lot going on at the same time. And so, like, people all the time be like, okay, Real, what made you want to like work on your health or start working? I'm like, yo, I need energy. To do this. So when you see me on the road now, I have a system. I literally really get my sleep now, for real. I go to the gym at a certain time. I eat at a certain, I get a nap in. Before my show.
That gym is so important to routine on that road,
I
bro.
be trying to,
Bro, especially rapper, man. Like, y'all be around, like, y'all be having these special shakes and shit on the bus and all that. Like, ain't nothing but Hennessy on our bus, man. Like, is on that joint, sparked out, like, you be like, yo, like, in the middle of nowhere, like, hey, I'm gonna put this little sauna jacket on, I'm gonna just run, like, a mile, jog, whatever, and come back to the bus. Looking at you, look crazy. You're like, you feel me? Like, and then you a certain, but the routine, man, like.
You was an athlete though, so he ran track.
And football.
Like, yeah, and football.
Don't forget don't forget.
That was a minute ago.
Yeah.
Jamal, who was the first guy?
Scholarship too.
Jamal, who was the first
yeah.
guy you saw take it super serious, like have a system? Because like when you come in the league, you young.
Yeah.
You play on the Bulls, y'all was all young. Who was the first guy who's like, damn, they got a system?
Kendall Gill, Rick Brunson, Gray Anthony, even Oak, like they had a system. I'm
They had a
like,
way.
damn, okay, so being on time is not like just getting here. Bro, I remember one time, I called back home, it's my rookie year, I'm on the bus, we're in a preseason game, I'm arguing about something on the bus and everybody can hear, they look at me like, this young dude is crazy. Like, but I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know you weren't supposed to do that until I saw other pros.
Because your point is, I'm at work once I get to the arena. They like,
Nah,
the
you
work
at work.
started on the plane, on the bus.
It started this morning.
Yeah,
like so
morning.
that's when I kind of learned it. I was gonna ask you, hearing them talk, and for you, PR, like, when did y'all really learn how to master the move in these rooms?
Good question.
That's a good question. When you obviously I know what you mean. These rooms, it's.
But y'all, all the young niggas refer to y'all. I don't know if you saw it lately. Somebody, what rapper was it? They were saying how they want to do like how y'all did it, but y'all the blueprint.
Yeah,
like y'all like the American dream.
For
It's
real.
like
For
because
real,
nobody
for real.
stay together. Nobody stay together. It's like almost impossible. Like I remember when ASAP and them first started coming out, and he was like, "Any advice?" I was like, "Yo, try to stay together." Like, but it just don't work out that way. Like,
Y'all did what, like, watching what Adam Sandler has did with his crew. Like, I was working on a movie with him, and I saw, like, all those guys I saw, like, randomly playing characters in movies I love, being producers and directors and stuff, and I'm like, damn, he kept the same, like, outside of y'all was, like, y'all the only other group.
His is like a community. Like theirs is like a
Family.
I don't
It's the
think,
same, but I know you think
just
that.
bigger, it's bigger.
We automatically think because they probably white that they wasn't
Of course.
boys, right? But
Not just-
them was his homies. If you look at old pictures of him at SNL,
They was all
they
the same
were all
people.
young, hanging out, and they
he like
decided
doing what Seth,
they made a decision
Rogen
to do
doing
that.
now.
So Mav, how'd you guys do that?
I mean, I don't think there was like one flashpoint moment or one thing that happened, but the key is, and I said this on an episode before, was like, the first thing for sure is like not being afraid to admit what I don't know. Not ever always like, yo, I have the ability to learn anything, but I don't know everything.
Right.
I can learn anything, but I don't know everything. And then also, just naturally learning what do I really need to understand? Because there's a lot of information in the world, and we all know once you're in a career, you're a comedian, or whatever you are, all of a sudden you go from like, oh, I thought I just had to be good at basketball, like, but I gotta sit with accountants, I gotta sit with lawyers. So do I need to understand legal? And you have to quickly decipher, okay, what do I need to know and not know? I remember when we were very young, and it was like, I don't know, 20 years ago, something. It's a very long time ago. We would have meetings or have discussions, and based on what lawyers said, Brian would freak out a bit. And I was like, listen, a lawyer's only job is to point out problems. That's really a lawyer's job. If you and Kev make a contract, and y'all say, shake hands, he's gonna sell you his car to him for $1. And you say, great, let's have the lawyers have a call about it and get it done. Your lawyer's gonna come to you and go, listen, what if it got a stay? What if it this?
He did wear it
What if it
yesterday.
this?
Right.
And the job as a business person is to take the legal advice and decipher, okay, that's important. These other 6 things are not. But you have to learn that, like, okay, what information do I need to understand and what can I just know, but I don't need to like learn it. Because all of a sudden you're a comedian, you thought, oh, I just gotta tell jokes and make laugh. And all of a sudden, no, you gotta understand finance and mortgage and legal and all this. And it's hard, so you have to first go, okay, let me talk about what I don't know, and then let me quickly start to understand what do I need to really drill in and know in my role and what do I not? And it's not easy. I'm saying it like it's easy, of course, as we're talking, but And you learn after a while, you get confident in the fact that, okay, I know what I need to know. So what I need to know, I'm gonna ask every question about this so I can really understand it. And I think through that, people do come to respect you in a way like, okay, the one thing we know about him, he's gonna admit what he doesn't know, and he's not gonna be arrogant enough.
That's so mature though too. Because even just hearing that, like I know for me, I was just telling somebody this recently, and this is something I learned in therapy, but like I realized I created a persona to get through most of the stuff.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, coming from the west side of Chicago, like when I have my sitcom Rail, I can honestly say like, dang, I was kind of fronting of stuff I didn't know because I didn't want nobody to think I wanted to look like a boss, right?
Yeah.
Like, I got a show now, so I need to know. It was times I'll leave that writer's room and I go in my office like, what the hell did I just ask him to do? You know what I mean? And like fast forward to where I'm at now, like, dang, if I would have just told somebody I don't understand, instead of trying to, because it made me more stressed out.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to act like I knew something that I didn't understand.
I'd be on Mav's time. I'd be like, well, if you say a word I don't understand, I'd be like, what was that? Hold on real quick. Every cameraman, every person, because then you have the knowledge.
But that's a level of maturity too.
Yeah, because it's too much to be.
That takes a lot to get over.
I have a ton of producer credits, a zillion of them. I don't know the difference between camera A, B, or C. I have no idea which one is which, but I don't need, I know somebody needs to know that.
Yeah.
And I know I can find someone, but I don't know it. But I don't need to know that information. You have to decipher quickly what you need to know and what you need to know about, but I don't need to know it, because then you can end up, to your point, you end up in one or two places where like, I'm stressed out, I've been pretending like I know something I don't, or you end up with a bunch of knowledge and wasting too much time on something you don't have to know.
I also think a big misnomer also in all of this, like as it relates to like.
Okay, but what's that misnomer? What's that word?
I'll tell you off camera. A big misnomer is people think that Maverick, Rich Paul, Randy, even myself, that we got on because LeBron James is our friend, right? And there's truth to that. LeBron obviously gave us platform, opportunities, all those things. Check, hard stop. But it doesn't work if Maverick Carter doesn't work. It doesn't work if Rich Paul doesn't work, right?
That's an anomaly, though.
Right. So my point is, I think there's a misnomer of like you could just put your peoples on and it just works. That ain't it.
I think that used to be. I don't think it's like that no more, because why I say that is they've done it so long. Like he's been trying to do that blueprint since 2002, 2003. Like since he beats the
70s.
Everybody, no, I'm talking about specifically the Horsemen. You know what I'm saying? He's been trying to do that for years after that, and it's still not. You're not really seeing no young executives, and I think a lot of it is social media. A lot of people want the instant grad. Like, and a lot of people don't have the discipline, and a lot of people there's a certain level of loyalty and grace that y'all have developed before y'all even got into this, and I don't think it exists as much as it did like 20 years ago. But it's without a shadow of a doubt, it's the blueprint of what everybody trying to do, because you try to make it out, like, okay, I'm gonna be the rapper, you gonna be the Rich Paul, you gonna be the Maverick, you gonna be, like, that's the dream. Like how Dame and Jay was the dream. Yep. God, this sucks to see how that played out, but this is the new thing, because it's like, it's multimedia, it's like how y'all move, and it was like, everybody saw it. Everybody was part of the whole 20 plus years on the business side and the hoop side. Yep. And I think try to do it, but it's really, really hard to do.
I'm sorry, Rob. I just wanted to add one more thing to answer your question. I remember very specifically when Maverick and I, when we were having like our first meetings with like Coca-Cola, like, and people like that, and we'd go to Atlanta, and people would be in suits, and you'd Google who you're meeting with, and this person graduated from Harvard or this school, and we don't match up to that thing, right? We didn't go to those schools or anything like that. There is a tendency to feel a little bit of like imposter syndrome, right? Like, I think what we realize, and Maverick and I have spoken about this over the years, is like leaning into like your superpower. Your superpower, like, we're in the room because we know what we know. We don't gotta know everything, but we know what we know. As it relates to these guys also, Wale, to your point, I think a really, really, really important thing I learned early on, and I've been with them for 15, 16 years now. Honesty from the door, loyalty from the door. And the minute something doesn't feel right, yo, JC, can I talk to you for a second? Let's talk about it, figure the thing out from the door. Yeah. That doesn't mean there aren't disagreements. That doesn't mean you agree on every single thing. But like full transparency, full honesty, I don't agree with this, you don't agree with this, cool, but we're on the same page now. I think that has been like
Get it out
at
the
the
way
core
early.
of everything.
Do you feel the pressure of the next generation coming up looking at y'all like, man, that's a blueprint we got to steal? So you got to get this right? Because there hasn't been people that look like us that's doing that, to be honest with you.
Well, it's black men. This is why I wanted to make a point real quick, because I look at somebody like Issa Rae, who the way she's done that and figured that out, and I'm watching how everybody has eaten. Like watching what she's pulled off. That is really, and it's interesting. I think it's almost hard for men to relate to that, because I want to see that with my boys. Yeah. I've never seen it outside of y'all. Kev, I believe that's what you're doing, to be honest with you. You figured out a way to like...
the whole thing.
My wife is probably, I think my wife in basketball, honestly, I think, basketball's a team sport, and you know quickly if you're the guy or you're not the guy.
Yeah, of course.
But you don't have to be the guy.
People who can't figure that out don't make it.
1,000%. Like I remember Pat Bev was going crazy. Somebody was like, you got to understand, people be in the NBA playing a role. That doesn't mean they have the ability to do stuff. The team needs you to be a 3-and-D guy,
100%.
do that. And I think for me, it's like, I think my greatest skill is no ego. Like Tony Baker, great comedian. I can be your straight man. I can be your rebound, kick out.
Yeah.
I don't got it. You go for 40 and 10, I'll be on you. I get a couple rebounds, couple corner threes, and I think that's my approach is it don't always have to be my show. I can get mine, but it don't have to always be me. So that's why I surround myself with people who go off, and I let them go off, and I just want to be a part of it because the team wins.
That's why we have to be honest. Like, it's interesting because we'll talk the success part of it, right? Which is why I don't even mind saying, like, I did create a persona that got me through most of this, right? I created it to protect myself.
Yeah, I did as well.
You know what I mean? So I started way earlier before I even started doing entertainment. This became a thing, okay, this is gonna protect me. And I think like just hearing that, it's like, dang, the team thing is so important. It's trusting people.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to do that. Because I know, like, even for myself, like, it was a time where like, you feel like you could trust some people, but then it feel like they start competing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's true.
It's quietly at first, and then it gets loud.
Yeah. I think for me, you can sense that, and I realize if that's your energy, we can't go far together. Because it's going to get the train off the tracks too early, too often. So you got to really have discernment about people's energy. You can see how people, it's got to be me all the time. Support you, go to your shows, but I probably won't go into business with you. But like people like Tony, Tahir, Angel, they know egos. They play their role, I play my role. We all can win.
I can't even think of a better example than the gentleman sitting next to you. Like, Jamal could have easily been like, I'm gonna be that guy, I'm gonna go on a team and average 30 a night, and I can do that because that's what I do. But embraced the 6-man role, reinvented that role.
Hall of Famer.
Right? Like
Hood Hall of Fame. Hood Hall of Fame.
but talk about that a little bit, Jamal. Like your mindset, it would have been very easy for you to be like, I don't want to be a 6-man, I could go be the guy.
Yeah.
That's like Devin Hester made the Hall of Fame for doing what he did at the top level. 6-man is the same thing.
It was never about me. Like I took pride in like, if I'm in a band, some guys can only play the drums, some guys can only sing. I'm like, I can play the drums, sing, dance to what you just said. Whatever you need from me that night, go get yours, I'm cool. Cause I'm not chasing nothing but like my own happiness. And I really felt like I had a gift, to be honest with you. And part of the gift was a gift of humility. You know what I'm saying? So I was never like, oh, it gotta be about me. Because if I did that, my career would have been over 10 years before.
I was just going to ask you if you think
like,
your
literally.
career was extended
For sure.
because you would have that, malleability to do whatever the team needs.
Absolutely.
And you could go to any team. That's the crazy thing about you was like, as much of a scorer you were, it never felt like you was taken away from anybody that was supposed to be the star.
What year in your career did you really embrace the 6-man thing?
My 10th year. Because the old NBA was like, if you're not winning.
Atlanta.
Yeah. If you're not winning, at that point, they put you in a box. I'm like, man, I've always been a winner. Like, oh, he's a loser, he's played on losing teams. I'll do whatever, and as fate would have it, I got traded to the Hawks. They already just went to the playoffs, they had their team in place. I'm like, and I still was the second leading scorer, still like had great success. But to be honest with you, it did something for our community. People weren't trying to come off the bench like that. That wasn't, like, we want to be a starter.
Sure.
It was not cool to be like, I'm coming off the bench.
Yeah.
So now to see it, Lou Will as well, shout out to him, Manu as well, but like, it gave me a whole different life.
Jewel Lloyd just did that for the Aces.
See what I'm saying?
When she went from starting to 6 woman, that's when their streak started.
It's just a certain thing about that position. Like, it's come in and cook, man. You know,
Yeah.
we don't know what's going on, but just come in and just
The craziest thing about that, honestly, isn't even the awards. I just saw a stat on 4th all-time in fourth quarter scoring, behind LeBron, Kobe, and Dirk. And for a 6th man, I'm like, damn, like, that's
all
crazy.
NBA?
History. They've been tracking since '97. But like, that's crazy to me. So I still finish games.
So you might not start, but you're gonna
I'm gonna finish the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish it.
Did it take you some? Did you just accept it right away, or did it take you like, okay, let me? Because you year 10 in the NBA. I always tell people, you year 10 in the NBA, but you probably, how old were you at the time?
30.
30. Yeah. So you probably year 22 in basketball.
For sure.
And in 22, not just 10, you 22 years of a starter.
Been the guy.
And being a star. So it's not 10 year you accepted.
Seattle high school legend too. Like they was coming to your games.
So was it right away, or did it take you some time to lean into that?
So my heart accepted it right away, but my head didn't. So when like going into that summer, they start playing. I'm in Seattle, right? I easily could be the one of the first. I'm waiting 2 or 3 games just so I can get used to seeing what it's like and trying to put myself in the mindset. Not thinking I'm lesser than because I'm not starting.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing. And for me, it was just like, this is what you got to do. You got to train your mind to it. You got to do it. You got to do it. And it just took off from there. But I was always like, I need to add something to the team. Like y'all, everybody can't be Bron.
Correct.
But that doesn't mean you don't have value and you can't bring something that Bron needs or something my teams needed.
So then when you did it, did it actually become an advantage to sit there
and
see the floor of the game?
I'm telling
see
CP,
what defense they were using. And now when you come in, you actually have seen the floor a bit?
I'm already playing the game from the bench.
Got it.
So, okay, he's up on screens. Okay, he's in the drop. So if I want to get a mid-range, okay, I'm going to put him in screen and roll because he's so far back. Oh, this guy's a blitz guy. He wants to trap me. I'm not going to get a pick and roll with him because I'm not going to get a shot. Yeah. So I'm playing the game before I even get in.
Wow.
I start stretching at a certain time. They're like, man, why are you stretching? You old. I'm like, no, I'm stretching so I'm already ready when I go.
Yeah.
Because you guys know the NBA, whoever makes 2 shots, my whole goal is to get to 2 shots in a row.
Yeah, you cooking.
Because 2 shots in a row means, we got to go to him.
You got to go through you.
Wow.
So now the unwritten rule is like, we got to give him the ball.
Yeah.
So as a rookie, how like the game and the locker room and stuff like that, what's the difference between the locker room and the press room as a rookie?
I had to learn that because the locker room, we were young at the time. So it was like all people my age, AJ Guyton, Khalid El-Amin. We were like really, really young. Yeah, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
He
and
the only player that had the blunt lips. Okay.
Man, he looked like he don't even play ball. Like he looked like he just
He was cold, but it's like, I know he done smoked a little bit before this game's done.
Nah, so it's different, just professionalism and where you gotta be at. You know what I mean? Like you gotta learn that.
You gotta quickly put yourself in that mind state. Like, okay,
yeah.
I'm here, I can't, I gotta be
You
media
move
ready.
a certain way, you gotta watch what you say, you gotta watch how you deal with people. And that's what I was saying with y'all, like how you move in all these rooms. Because now you guys are meeting with like the top of the top and stuff we use for life. Whether it be app or whatever it is.
Sure.
And you gotta go in those rooms and can't lose yourself either.
Yes, you gotta be yourself too. You gotta carry yourself.
Yep.
You have to be yourself always, for sure. It's very interesting. Wale, when you think about like in your sport, your profession, like awards, I never really, it's weird in like music or any kind of artistry, like awards are great, I watch them, but they don't really define anything for me because it's just somebody else's opinion. Not mine.
One of the most underrated rappers ever.
How do you think about
ever?
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. If I'm there, you there.
How do you define success for yourself now these days?
I think it's something that we always figuring out. Some people got to make a new bar for themselves to feel successful. Some people, I think I'm constantly chasing something I've been chasing since I started, and I'll know when I get it. I don't know, I can't really define it, but I just be like, this ain't it. This ain't it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You think you wrote your best verse yet?
nah, they get better every day. Every time I get in that joint. That's one thing I can control is like how I write a verse, make a verse. So I got some of the best verses I ever wrote that I've put on just social media the past couple weeks.
How does it feel like, we say the awards, how does it feel when a hoe or, Black Thought or whoever's like, bro, you are cold. Like, how does that resonate?
That's what keeps the balance. Cause like I ain't won an award like, well, I won an award last week, but it was not like the rap stuff.
What if
Good, you good.
The rap stuff, like you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, but I've had so much success. I got triple platinum, double platinum, gold albums, but it's just and for that reason is why I miss sports so much, because it's just black or white. You don't have to play too many games to get yours. If you lead the league in field goal percentage and points per game, you probably gonna get MVP. If you have the best verses, they might be like, oh, I don't like how you have songs for the ladies, so you're not a rapper on the same level as that. You know what I'm saying? It's opinion based, and it kind of drives me crazy, cause like I'm like, y'all be having crushes on these rappers, man. Some of these guys can't make no music. That's not good, bro. That's not good. But what can you say? It's opinion based, so.
How do you pat yourself on the back though? Like, do you find yourself that you ever do it? Like, do you ever be like, you know something, I'm proud of me, this is crazy.
Every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But that imposter syndrome will get you. And mine is a concoction of some ill stuff. Like the DMV stuff I gotta do, the Nigeria stuff I gotta do, the blogger stuff, like all these pockets of people are expecting something from me, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's hard to be like, man,
One of my favorite lines you ever said was, it was a great line. It was like, I'm laughing, but it's not funny, but the way you deliver is funny, is when you said, but the way anxiety set up, my therapist get my show money. I don't know if people caught that line.
Yeah, that was heavy.
That line was heavy, but light and funny.
Yes.
And I think it's what you're saying now. It's a lot going. It was real, but the way he delivered it was so lighthearted and funny, but it was so heavy. I thought it was a genius line. Is that what you're talking about now? Is just like all the things that go into your head and how you have to deal with all the things that go in there, and you deal with it through, is it therapy how you deal with it?
No, I mean, really, this album is really like just dolo and just facing stuff, writing through it, and like, you know, talking to people sometimes on the phone, but like just facing it. I ain't really, like, you getting a lot of lines like that, but they are lighthearted for the most part. It's not like I ain't trying to make nobody cry off this joint, but you gonna feel me on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the reality.
It's still reality.
Yeah, it's a reality show.
Yeah. Well, is there anything you keep? Anything you keep for yourself? Is it? Can you be too honest in the music at times?
I think you gotta kind of like learn to trust the audience a little bit more. It's been 4 years since I dropped, so you know, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep certain things sacred, but I'm definitely, you know, a lot more honest than what I'm hearing on outside right now. It ain't about being on these records. It's like telling the story, like what's going on, what my last 4 years been like.
Are you nervous about how people receive it, or you don't care?
I was until like maybe like a week ago, and it might come back, but right now I'm just kind of like, it's out of my hands.
Right.
It mixing and mastering is out of my hands. Yeah. I know this is one of the best projects of the year, but I can't control if there's 90 other projects that come out that week, or this person beefing with that person, so it's covering the whole algorithm. I can't control it.
Right.
I just hope as many people can hear it, but I had to let that go, because there's nothing I could do to get it in everybody's hands.
This is what our show is all about. Real conversations with an amazing group of people. You could be at your local barbershop or your local Starbucks. It's all about the stories and the energy. So go get yourself a drink, order a coffee, tea, whatever you prefer. We've got a lot more to get to.
Bash?
Kev, for you two, in comedy, is anything off limits?
It's not off limits, but just hearing him talk about, I was reading a Vulture article about my special today that was cool. And I
Was it cool because they gave love, or was it cool?
Well, I'm about to tell you 2 things. I'm just saying cool. Well, it was cool. Well, he gave love, but I forgot that I mentioned to him in 2019 that I wasn't comfortable doing my mom on stage no more. My mom passed in 2009, so I used to do her all the time, and then I got to a point where it became too heavy even though the crowd was laughing.
Yeah.
You didn't like how you felt?
No, I missed her. So I'm impersonating her so well that it was making me miss her. And so I would get weirdly emotional on stage. Nobody knows this was happening, so I stopped doing it for like years. But then through therapy and just where I'm at now in life, I don't even unconsciously brought her back at his last special.
He remembered that.
He remembered that, and he put that in there. And it was like, he said it was brilliant to watch that, right?
Yeah.
And I read that today like, dang, I didn't even really piece that together.
Yeah.
But also, that's what this last special felt for me. It felt like I graduated in a way where like, I mean, even what I got on just a vest. You know, some people
You came with no undershirt.
because I'm proud of the way I look.
Okay, big vest, bro. I ain't never seen the vest.
No shirt.
I saw the trailer. I said, oh, but he feeling confident. You earned it though.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm in this beautiful place. I didn't even notice it happen.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even it's showing in my art that I'm so comfortable where I'm at.
Yeah.
I was able to honor her again. I'm like, dang, I did tell you that I was.
Did you get emotional doing her this time?
No, it wasn't that I got emotional. It was so crazy because my family was there, and I could hear them laugh. Like it's just, I was happy. It made everybody happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had just lost another person in our family at the time when I was shooting that, and so it was just like, man, I love y'all, man. This is where I came from. You know what I'm saying? But it was heavy because I at that time, like 2019, it was kind of around the time I was starting therapy where I was just like, okay, I need to deal with the trauma of her death. I've never dealt with it. I just kind of kept moving.
Which is
10 years.
Which is a thing I learned through studying different religions. It was in Judaism, they have one part of Judaism is when someone dies, depending on how close they were, you actually have to take the time and mourn it. You know how somebody dies and say, man, stay strong? You should say the opposite. You should say, go home and cry, bro. If your mom dies, in that religion, they do 30 days of your mom. Like you can go to work, but there's no going to dinner. You go home and you properly mourn it. So what I took from it, when somebody has a loss, I say to them, please take your time and mourn it, because if you don't, I saw my aunt do it when my grandmother died. She just stuffed it away. And my grandmother's now been dead 25 years. She's still not over it and still has
really dealt
issues
with
and
it,
trauma because she's never took the time to mourn it. And if you don't, it'll drag with you for a long time.
Well, you're gonna mourn. Look, I lost my brother. I lost my mom. I've had loss, and one of the things I learned through therapy more than anything is to accept it. Yeah. So, like, for instance, if some Mother's Days feel different. Some Mother's Day, like, I think my last year Mother's Day, I literally was at my crib just shooting free throws. For hours. Yeah. I didn't want to participate. I didn't want to do it. But guess what? It was relaxing in so many different ways. It was like, oh, wow, I remember growing up in the neighborhood and we had to come in at a certain time. But I could just do this all night at my crib.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm
and
outside
I
with the
celebrate my mama. Yeah. This is how I got here, because like it's just you just learn it's okay. Like because you're never not gonna get over somebody you love.
Yeah.
I think you can't, and Kev, I know you probably experienced it.
Yeah, I think for me, to answer your question, ma'am, then to piggyback off you, Rail, the only thing I don't make fun of my wife. I don't make my wife the butt of the joke. Like, y'all, and I had to learn that. She was like, all right.
Yeah,
you used to?
Oh my God. I used to say I'm loyal to the joke. It don't matter if I'm the joke, she the joke, whatever the joke is.
You want to make people laugh.
The joke is the joke, baby. I'm sorry. Because I'm gonna take my turn.
How'd that work out?
It worked out great for a long time until it didn't. Until my wife was like, "Hey."
Was it one joke that went too far, or just accumulation?
I remember specifically, it was all just like I remember, and I saw her.
You got too comfortable.
I got too comfortable, and I made a joke about her. It was me, her, and another woman that was working with us. Yeah. And I made a joke. The girl, and I'm laughing at my wife.
And the audience, it's just you, your wife.
Yeah, we're not even on stage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, you're just chilling.
I'm just making jokes at dinner.
He didn't even get paid for the joke.
But that's what I'm saying. My loyalty to the joke means I don't even have to be on stage. If I can make the joke, I got to do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So after dinner, I saw her.
But you saw it in real time.
I saw her in real time. Like I saw her like.
Like that ain't so funny.
Man, so funny. And then we get to the hotel. She was like, "Hey, my man."
Hey, my man.
My man. Ever have you and another woman laughing at me? Matter of fact, don't make no jokes about me no more.
With.
It's over with. And from that moment, still.
Did you defend it at the time, or you knew?
No, I knew.
Yeah.
I knew she had me dead to rights. But like when I lost my brother, I remember I think you can use your art to grieve. As well.
Sure.
Like people like, how
musicians
you
do that.
Yeah, like I don't.
Right.
It's like asking a fish how you swim. Yeah. Like this is who I am. So I remember we went to the funeral. And I'm realizing, like, y'all trying to sell me a Cadillac coffin. Like, I didn't realize they salesmen. They're like, bro, I know.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
We're gonna be now. If we put him in here, the bugs gonna get in here, the water. They gonna be eating his eyes out. I'm like, God, no,
they get the
this one is here.
Wow.
Don't offer me the one with the open. It's like open. I remember the word. This one's non-gasketed. And I remember I was like, what does that mean? It was like, well, it's not really sealed. He was just, we just throw bodies in there. If you want to get it, you can. But over here, brother, this is titanium sealed. Bugs ain't got a chance. So
he gonna sleep in peace in this
one. He gonna be good and clean and dry. So I'm like, this man is selling me the Cadillac, and I got to have it. That's my brother.
That's my brother.
You got to. He knew I got to put him in the all white. So I think for me, it's like
comedy always shows up, don't it? Like it shows up every. And my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's just hearing you talk about that. Like, it's funny hearing that we have the same experience because it's like comedy all in the set. It always shows. This is one thing I love about doing comedy. It just shows. My brother was on his he took his last breath and everything, and we all crying. And my auntie and my cousins we like balling, but they started doing a regular argument near his body. And me and my brother we went from crying sad to crying laughing, thinking about him like, man, I know he'll be dying with us.
Yeah.
Are they arguing? Like
1,000%.
But it was but that's what I love about comedy just shows. It's like, thank you,
I don't think that means I didn't properly grieve. Like, there's some times where I can't find the joke in this. It's like pure, dang, I really miss him, blah, blah, blah. And then sometimes the joke is there, and I think it's, if you're honest, right? And same thing to Wale, in your music, in your comedy, in your art, whatever, if you're honest, your life should be reflected in your art. You know what I mean? It should show up. Like you were saying, your album in the last 4 years, it should tell the story of that. My next special or hour, I'm like, I want to talk about grief, because every time I make a video about grief, you're just talking about my brother, and these are just thoughts. It's not even worked out. They're like, Kev, please do more like this. And I feel like I've never done anything that centered. It's always been church, my kids, my wife, life, all. I've never done like a theme thing, but I'm curious to explore what that would look like.
You think the audience wants that from you?
I think everybody has lost somebody, and I think you can find humor in it in every moment. And I think people would want to come and laugh about that. And I think for me, it would be exciting to see if I can, because it's such a heavy thing, you don't really talk about it like that because you don't want to bring the audience down. It's hard to build you back up. You don't want them thinking about that. So that would be the thing that I'd be curious about. Like, can I keep you laughing about something so
trust your
dark?
Comedy, like, force.
Yeah.
It's just, like, one of the funniest sets I've ever did was at the casket shopping for my mom. And I went on stage that night. And my family, I was at Jokes and Notes, like, because it was What That Do Wednesday just happened to be casket shopping Wednesday too, you know what I mean? and so I had to do my show, but I remember the audience going on this ride because I did get emotional talking about it, and it was just quiet. But then I went into like the lady, maybe it's these funeral people, but like my Aunt Joyce, God rest her soul, was like, jokingly was like, oh, I'm gonna I should start looking for my casket. And she was a big lady. And the funeral directors are cold. She's like, no, we have to order yours. Aunt Joyce is like, what you say to me? And comedy just showing up again. And I did it on stage that night. And people were just dying, but I'm like, wow, you gotta, it's weird. Like, I've shot my last few specials without listing what I was gonna do. I just let the journey happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When you say not listing it, what you mean?
I mean, like, I don't know.
Like, you're not scripting it at all, you're freestyling.
It's gonna be
you doing a special?
I've done 3 of them like that.
Like letting it flow, huh?
Yeah, you could tell.
Did you feel freer like that?
Yeah, because I used to do it. See, this is the thing about it. It was a skill set I had. I had a show I hosted every week in Chicago, and because I knew I wanted to keep the same. Even the same people that pay, I had to give them something different every week. Yep. So most of my specials end up being the best of everything I've ever freestyled.
That you just worked out in real time.
Yeah. And so, like, these last few, because I've been shooting these movies, I ain't really had time to really work on the set.
Get on the road.
And so this is stuff really, that's why, like, when I saw that writer write that, I'm like, it made me feel great because I'm like, dude, I didn't know I was gonna go there.
Yeah. And you don't have the luxury of most comedians shoot a special at the end of a long tour.
Yeah.
You know that's the best it can be, and it's been worked out. You just like, all right, let me see what I got.
It's a skill set that, like, it's not, I don't even brag about it because it's like, it's not proper. And I don't suggest other people do it because you can take a hard L on that. But it is a skill. It's part of one of the things I believe that makes me great in a way. Like, compared to my heroes. It's like, no, I can go.
Yeah.
I can go up tonight and not know anything and just see where it takes me.
I want to ask you, Wale, at least for you, making it personal to you, do you feel you make your best art, your best music from pain or?
I struggle because, like, man, I had stuff happen to me. Like when my cousin passed, I was like, my life was over, right? Like my life changed significantly there, and I haven't brought it up in nothing until this album. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just starting to process. Like on my album before this, for Lauren 2, on Beverly Boulevard, that was my outro. It was this young kid from DC, 16 years old. I had him in Beverly. It's really like an ode to his the light in his eye, like going right around Rodeo at nighttime and the Maybach, and he just going in his hood. And you know, he got killed 2 months after that.
Oh, wow.
And he's on the album. He's the last voice you hear on my last album. So like, I had 4 years like to sit with that. You know what I'm saying? And that opened up me thinking about when Moon's brother passed. Like he died like the day after he had his firstborn in a car crash when going back to work. So it's like I wasn't able to find no music and nothing. Like it was just dark. Like I had to just push through. And I never talk about it in interviews. I never nothing. It's like more, if you know me, you know, like there's a part of me that changed. Like my brain was rewired that day. And this is the first album that I ever like, hey, like this is what been going on and this is why you might think this, but this is what really been going on. You know what I'm saying? I struggle with that. And then on top of that is like, we got a weird job in this rap stuff because there's no community. There's a little bit of community, more community in comedy, you know.
Yeah.
It'd be
Big
like
community in comedy.
Nine people working on it, special for one person, everybody know. There ain't really none of that. And also I'm from DC, I'm an outcast, you know what I'm saying? So
What does
it's
that
like,
mean from DC? How does that
ain't no community for like, who I'ma call? Ain't no
Who else
Dr.
is
Dre's
there,
there,
yeah.
ain't no Eminem's there, ain't no Snoop's there, ain't no Jay-Z's there, like, you feel me? Like I'm on my own with that joint.
Who
so.
do you call? Like that's not
Ghostbusters.
in that space.
Nobody to call me. Jack Daniels.
No, in that space, like who you? Because you obviously so
There's
respected.
nobody
Who you
there.
calling?
I had to really realize like it ain't really like
But
that.
Wale,
Like,
you really feel that way?
yeah, I mean, you gotta understand, like, to an average person is like, oh, PNB Rock, man, he got killed. I'm like, to y'all, that's just PNB Rock. To me, that's somebody I got songs with and I talked to last week. I had to see with my own 2 eyes Nipsey die on Instagram. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Dolph. Like, these are people that I know, like, they like rappers to everybody else. And that's not a way to live your life. Like, in your 30s, you're losing, like, men your age to getting gunned down for doing the same thing you do. You know what I'm saying? So it just warps my whole thing with trauma and, like, learning to deal with it. Some people can make Miss My Dogs the day it happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't been able to process it like that, like and turn it into art.
And which way did your brain get rewired, you said?
I just got a lot more pessimistic, man. Like somebody dying a day after they first born, the pessimism like took over my body and my mind for like 10 years for real, like.
So to go off what you said, I really feel that. I used to work for Nipsey. I was his barber for the duration of his career, and like losing him, I lost my granny, I say about a month before that, and then I lost Nip a day before my birthday. My birthday is April 1st, so I went to a whole dark space, and I'm a barber. You know what I mean? I got to be there for people and things like that. So it was hard for me to even get up, come to the shop, and be happy. You know what I mean? I just talked to the guy, you know what I mean? I was on the way to the, you know, when it actually all happened. And for me, it was just like, dang, I lost, that was a big loss for me. You know what I'm saying?
Person
like
with a family.
You know,
Same thing with Mac, and the list
to,
goes on, man.
they wanted me to post and they wanted me to do all of this, you know, propaganda. And I was just like, I can't bring myself to do that because that's really my man's. You know what I'm saying? We really had conversations. We really had like, you know, small little bouts and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, you know, I feel what you're saying. You know, it's hard to get away from that and get back to work, you know, but you got to do it because if you don't, who gonna be the next Wale? You know what I mean? Who gonna be the other Bash Cuts? Who gonna be the other KevOnStage? You know, who gonna be the other JC? You know what I mean? So you gotta,
Hey, Lil Rel.
Who gonna be the
I mean, you just pointed, we got Matt.
I'm sorry, who gonna be the other little rail? You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Who
you
else
gotta
not gonna wear a vest?
the one who's not gonna wear a vest, right?
Yeah.
But it's like you gotta get up. You gotta get up and stay sticking to it, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because not only is if that's what the people want from you, but you gotta want that for yourself too, to get out of that cloud. I think that's really important.
That's why community is important though, right? Like I actually hate hearing that, within your artistry and your business, it's not like, because comedy happens, we do have a better community, but like in the last few years, black comics has been like,
Yeah, there's been some beefing at the top.
But for me, Kev, I hit you a couple weeks ago.
Absolutely.
Just show. One day I woke up after praying and thanking God because I'm a man, and God was just like, "Nah, why don't you show some love, give some flowers to some other people?" So I just randomly started hitting up people I respect, either that came before me or just people I'm watching. And I just it was just that literally was a thing, and it was weird hitting up people, like a couple of my big brothers in the game that I didn't even know needed to hear that.
Yeah.
A couple of them grown men called me tearing up, like, man, really, you made me cry this morning, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, it's
But
so
you can
many people.
forget, man. You do it for a long time. I remember I was talking to Fred Hammond. I was like, man, you just a legend, bro. What would it have been without you? And he hit me back like, bro, I needed to hear that. And I'm like, how? You from commission to this to that? But bro, when you're in your own mind, you can sometimes forget what you are. And you really don't even really know what you mean to people.
I used to always do that. So my last year, or when I was with the Clippers, it was Grant Hill first. So I made sure to sit next to him. Paul Pierce, same thing. And I always made sure they remembered who they were.
Yeah.
So like I would show Grant tape he hadn't seen, and I'm like, man, Pac was wearing your shoes. He's like,
wow.
man. So he goes down the rabbit hole of how it happened, when it you forget that because in his mind, man, I'm all the way out the league, I'm older, I'm not the same G Hill, but I'm like, nah, we always revere you as that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So
that's
that's
how I feel
important.
like each one of y'all, I could say that. Like Lil Rel, I remember when you was K-Swiss Stilettos was your joke. Bad Boys of Comedy. I came home from the bank with my tie, my shirt, and we was just watching it, and I'm just like, man, it's such a funny joke, and I was like, I could be like that one day, and I'm not even doing comedy like that. I'm just a father. My son is like 3 months old. I'm just like, man, that's crazy. Wale was on the Madden. Like we was listening to your music
That's
on
crazy.
Madden.
Yeah.
You were from Washington in the league. Like no Sonics.
No
Sonic's
Sonics.
gone.
No Sonics.
No Sonics. So we could just
Jamal
root for the
was
people.
Seattle.
Bro, it was
Yeah.
him, Nate, Brandon Roy. We could only root for the people from Seattle because
Yeah.
that's all we had
That's all we
left.
had.
So to keep going, and then even the shot from Mav and Paul is just like to see these people from different cultures, and then just to be being here. Part of my imposter syndrome is be like, Jamal Bass, it was Nipsey Barber, man. Lil Rap. But then another part is like every room you're supposed to be in, you've earned that space.
Yep.
Right.
I wouldn't be called here if whoever books didn't feel like I belong here. And I think basketball makes me think of that because you could look up to somebody, but he finna dunk on you if you don't guard him.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
You can't be like, oh my God.
1,000,000%.
Like you gotta guard him or he gonna punch on you and it's gonna be on Sports Center.
That
Like,
was
so
AI when I
Was it
first
AI
saw
for you?
him, bro. Oh, I had 35 pictures on my wall at Allen Iverson. My mom would tell you to this day. So I see him, and I'll never forget, Outkast was playing over the loudspeakers. He's dancing like a dude from the hood, just braids, cornrows, little skinny dude, just damn. I'm like, damn, he's right there. Like, he's right there. Man, I was looking at him, and I looked, and he crossed me so bad. Bro, I already don't play defense, right? So I'm looking at him like, that's AI. Whoop, he said I already. I'm like, damn. Like,
that really is
that's
AI.
real. I'm like, that's real. But it was AI.
It gave you that
Yeah,
vision.
for sure. It gave me that vision.
And
For
Wale,
sure.
real quick, bro, you really are like a legend in this
For
game.
real.
It's not
For
even
real,
just,
for
It's
real.
not even just saying that. Like to even think about this, Jerry Seinfeld is the whitest of white dudes. And you know one of his favorite MCs. That go a long way. And so like just so you know that though, right? That's why I can't wait to hear hearing you talk about
I'm
this
ready to
next
hear that.
album,
Yeah.
man. I
Me too.
can't
I'm
wait to
excited.
hear it.
Roller coaster. I'm not the bad guy or the good guy. You're gonna hear.
Well, that's what I think is to me, that's my favorite music. Like, I want you to tell me your life. Like, I was listening to Chance's album, and he talks about, I lost my family, he talks about my last, like, it don't have to be all good things.
No,
like,
it started off with a swing. My baby mother told her new husband she had to move on. I was like, why? Then nah, then hallelujah. Like, that's exactly, that's the method of development for the whole thing. Like, it's rocky over there. It's not easy. You feel me? Like, so coming to this world, like, you know.
He's gifted though. So he came to my wedding. And by the end of the wedding, he's like, oh, I made a song up about the wedding. I've never been to a wedding. I'm like, what? It turns out it's matrimony, him and Usher.
Really?
Oh, really?
And Jerry Seinfeld talks on it.
Are you serious?
Day, man. Blake Griffin.
It was a long day. It was a long day.
Everything.
It was a long day.
Yeah, though,
You say, because you say at a certain age, I never been to a wedding.
Yeah,
you said it first. I didn't realize
and
that.
I started changing it to one wedding on tour because of that wedding.
Yeah.
That was your first wedding? Wow.
It was crazy. He wrote the song.
Nigerians they be getting married at the courthouse and just be coming home like, yeah, we married now. You know what I'm saying? Well, back in the 90s and the 80s and stuff.
So what's that process? Because you didn't go there looking to write a song. You're just inspired in the moment?
Yeah, just in the moment. All these rich they all around. Like, I need to make some hits. Let me get back in
But he's doing this in real time.
Did you write the song? But did you sit there and write it in your head?
No, I just like, I refer to it
moment?
when next time you know what I mean? So.
But he told me that night, he's like, yo, I just wrote a song. I'm like, what? And then Jerry Seinfeld is speaking on it to start, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, the roller coaster.
He's like, oh yeah, I put Usher on it. I'm like,
But like they said, comedy just comes at places. Are you sometimes sitting somewhere like, oh, I just got a bar, I got 3 bars, I got a spurs?
I used to.
Sometimes you just pop in your head?
Sometimes, but I'll be too lazy to write it down, and I need to get better with
You
that.
won't even put it in your phone or something?
Sometimes, it depends. If I feel like unlocking it.
Them be the
scrolling.
best ones, though. You don't write it down.
No
Some
Hands
people
in
do
7
voice
minutes.
notes,
Yeah.
too.
No Hands was quick.
He
'cause I
wrote
was
No
trying to
Hands
go
in
home.
7 minutes.
I was trying to go home, and I was waiting for Gucci Mane to come to the studio. He wasn't going, and I had to go. But again, that's sometimes when you let your flow state go. But now I go to the studio and write, or just be in the house and just write.
So
I'm
go
trying to
to the
change it
studio
up.
and Put music, put a beat on?
Yeah, and it's hard as hell to pick beats sometimes because everything sounds the same after a while.
who was you in the studio with? I'm sure at some point both of y'all have all y'all have been in studios with somebody and you was like, nah, wait till the world hears this one. Or you heard something that was so amazing, you're like, oh, I can't believe I just heard this.
I know where you're gonna go, but as you're thinking about it, I already know where you're gonna go before you say it.
You know where he's going?
Yeah, for sure. I would say it was when we were with Chains, just his process for me more than
Chains'
anything.
process is
He's like, I record every day, and I start
Chains
with
said he
just trying to
records
catch a
every day.
hook, and then I build a song around a hook. It was just interesting to watch him create it.
Every day we're
He was the
making an
first guy
album
I
or
saw
not.
recording sitting down.
Yeah, just. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I seen that one time. He put a mic on his dresser. He was in the bed, laying down, sparked up, and was just like, I'm
He
like,
recorded sitting down. He said he
Wait,
changed
he
his
was
voice.
laying down?
promise you, he was just chilling.
Everybody got
He
it.
said
He
he
just changed
changed
the
his
mic on.
It changed the
Everybody
inflection
got
of his
different
voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one. I've been in a lot of. I mean, the truth is, studios get boring after. Like it'd be long. They'd be long, but
Beat just on loop, and you just like.
yeah. I was in this. I've been in a lot of studios.
I know, that's what I'm sure.
I watched one Kanye make a whole album with Dr. Dre before that never came out.
Wow.
I seen
crazy.
I seen Jay write one song before. That was obviously crazy to see Jay write.
What song was
I
it?
seen him do a song too.
He did History.
Process is crazy.
I thought you
He
were
did History. You know the song History?
Yeah.
It's actually
Oh, you were there for that?
crazy enough to end up on our
Williams on it,
soundtrack. I was there for that.
is he
He
writing in
had-
his head?
Yeah, he had the concept for the song. He's like, the concept of the beat's playing on loop. Just
He's just sitting over there.
Was it overseas?
no, we were at Baseline. He was like, the concept, he was talking to us about this, I'm writing this song, and he had the concept. The concept is, I meet this girl named Success, and we get together and we have a baby named History. Like that's
wow.
the concept.
Yeah.
I think Jay starts most of his songs with a concept. Like that is the concept of the song. So we would be talking, and we all talking, and he would kind of fade out of the conversation, but we would keep talking, and if you would look, he would just be like,
Rain Man.
Rain Man.
Yeah.
and it almost looked like his face hurts. Like he's like,
That's crazy, right?
and he'd be mumbling to himself doing that.
That's what it looked like.
And
when
then
I'm asleep.
he might ask, what y'all think of this? He'd ask, Jay, like, what you think of this? And he'd say it, and then he'd be like, then after like, this went on for like, I don't know, a couple hours, he was like, all right, go, I'm ready. And then he went in the booth and
No
said,
pen, no nothing.
never had a pen.
The whole song.
The whole song.
That's crazy.
I don't even know how your brain is even, like you said you wrote a song in 7 minutes, like,
Nah, verse.
or I mean a verse in 7 minutes.
I can't do no
Is
song.
that even like, do you know what you're gonna go with, or you just like, because when we write a joke, like I might say something funny here, like whatever, and you on stage performing, and your mind will think of other
You're getting
stuff.
jokes on stage though, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Like you can, something from the audience, or sometimes feel like your brain will just pop something in, like you absorbed all this information and then it's like comedy knows, oh, here, try this, try that, try this, and then you're like, dang, you're flowing. Like, I can see how hosting makes you be like that, but I'm curious if rap is the same way, like as you're saying this, a metaphor pops in or something like that, because that seems more, like I don't have to make it rhyme.
Right.
I just have to make it funny. You gotta make it good and it has to rhyme. And you gotta switch the flows and you gotta,
I always thought the hardest thing for rappers also is like, you finding ways to use new words.
That's why I had to stop doing features. Like everybody, like, yo, can I get one for the ladies? I be like, bro, let me spin some. Let me slide. Let me do some drilling, man. I don't want to keep. How many times y'all burning it out?
Talk, Wale.
Y'all want me to burn it out, man? Like, oh, can I get a poem too? No, man. I'm tired. No, those are reserved for my albums now. Like, nah. There's only been so many ways you could say what you guys say. Like, that's why I fell back. Like, I gotta really love a song now to do with features.
One of my favorite stories, we had Rose on, and he was talking about when he did the verse for Ye. And he talks about what's the song?
Devil in Dress?
Yes, right? Which I think is one of his greatest verses. And he says, yeah, there's like multiple studios, and Ye comes in, and he's like, yeah, I like wrote the illest verse, whatever. And Ye hears it, and Ye tells him, I think you could do
much better than that.
But Rose cuts him off. He's like, you think I could do what? Like, what? Like,
yeah, where you going with this?
What do you, like, no one's ever asked me to rewrite a verse. Like, I know you're not gonna ask me to rewrite the verse. And he's like, I think you could do much better than this. And he walks out. Rose says, the verse we heard is not the verse he showed Ye. He went and rewrote the verse. So the verse we've now heard is because Ye pushed him
to that limit.
To rewrite the
That's
verse.
what the producer
He did the same thing to me, but it didn't go that smooth.
What did he do to you?
We in Paris. I come to Paris to write for him, and I remember he like kind of like told me everything that every part, like he Frankenstein my verse together, and I was like, I don't like this song that much, but I was like, management was like, bro, it's Kanye West, like, and I mean, it's Kanye West, and this is 2015. Def Jam ain't even clear that, man. I did all
of that.
And then Ye was like, God bless Ye, man. Listen.
Have you had another rapper where y'all rapping together push you like yo?
Me and Chris. Me and Chris. We go. It's like we like sparring partners in the studio. Like that's my man. Like he one of my favorite rappers.
But he'll push you like, yo, I think you can go.
It don't even be. It just be like what we be saying.
He just step up his game when you like, I gotta go.
Yeah, because he do like what Jay do. He don't use no pen. I be in that joint writing my 4s and my 8s and stuff like that. He be in that just doing the Jay-Z, punch in and just come up with the words. Like he most of them Philly dudes is like that though. Ness and PD, all of them, they different.
They can just come up with the raps like that.
Yeah.
Well, is there a song or a verse that you wrote and knew I got one? Like, I'm sure you've had many over the course of your career, but is there one that comes to mind?
I don't be feeling like I ever
in the
truly
moment.
know. I don't think I ever really know.
Really?
I'm thinking of my biggest records, and I was most of them I was reluctant, somewhat reluctant to put out. Like, for real.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. You never know. You just never know. And if you do, you got a
in
crazy
comedy,
budget.
right? Because the audience feedback.
That-
But do you have jokes? Let me ask you a question.
Some jokes can work in some audiences, and
That's the thing about comedy.
What's the
You don't know
longest-
until you
What's the longest
tell it.
you'll run a bit though? Like, do you have a bit you've been doing for 10 years? Like, what's the longest you can
I got a cheat code.
I'm gonna tell you.
You start remixing it. What you start?
No, if you like, I'm a character comic. So what I've done is establish my character. So you know,
can fall into them.
I can give you different stories with my mama. Like I had a dude kind of diss me on Instagram, like, Rev did the same jokes. I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, you just think so. He's like, he did the stick man. Like, but it was a different scenario.
Yeah.
So what I've done over the years was just put everybody in different scenarios.
Yeah.
And so like characters that people like me, like me doing, I just put them in different places.
Yeah.
And so that's been my cheat code, is just like, just put them in different spots.
Scenarios.
It's almost like having it's like my material and the characters in my material is like their own sitcom.
Yeah.
And
My
it's just
cheat
different
code was
episodes.
church stuff. And I remember to Paul's point about pushing you, I had just this year done like jokes that I made up when I was 16, 17. I was like, I want to go back to the church, make people laugh like I did, like connect to my roots, killed, crushed. And I was like, man, I'm gonna do this again. And my wife was like, nah.
Oh, she's the one.
She told me straight up, you being lazy. The truth is you don't want to go do the hard work because the makers.
So she pushed you.
She was like, you she was like, I was like, what do you mean? But like, I just did it. She was like, yeah, you did it. It was cool. It was funny. But she was like, if you do that again, bro, I'm not trying to hear those jokes.
That sounds like my wife.
You need those people.
She was like, go do the hard work. If it takes you 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, a year, do it so you can be proud when it comes out.
I scored 51 my last game. I don't count the ball. The last game I scored 51. The first thing she says is, good, you gotta do it again because I wasn't there. I'm like, what? I'm 39 years old.
See it, so it don't count.
What? I'm 39. This is rolling with this. We about to ride this in sunset.
rolling with this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, bro.
You played until you was 39, JC?
40.
40.
I turned 20 twice. I was still moving the group.
What made you know it was time? Because we all looked like you.
I don't think it is. I still look 20.
That's the funniest thing about sports. You don't get to decide when it's over for you.
No. And my high school,
the league, the
they'll tell you.
GMs decide.
Yes. And the same GMs that wouldn't sign me was trying to hire me to work with them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, you on my mind, but you don't want me on the court no more.
Wow.
And I had averaged 31, 6 assists, and we won half the games at 39 off the bench. It was my highest scoring month of my career.
Would you do
They was like,
big
it's time.
three?
Me and Cube
It's
talked
getting
about it.
spicy. People talking about that one-on-one thing, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to play with on that one-on-one
Nah,
thing.
I might do it. Not a whole season, but I may pop up.
Because that
somewhere.
behind the back crossover, half court,
Bro,
bro, crazy.
I did not.
Achilles, man, trying to guard Jamal.
I did not show my best moves.
What?
I want to make one All-Star game. And that goes to what you asked earlier. When you come off the bench, you're sacrificing stardom, but you're sacrificing money, All-Stars, like all that.
I was always shocked about that a little bit, about you not making one of these All-Star
And I think I
teams.
should have made 3. And
They're gonna probably make it. They're gonna probably put a 6-man. Like it's
One
gonna
in
probably a
New York.
mandatory thing at one point.
One in New York, one in Atlanta, and one with the Clippers. And if I had just made one, that's my plan. I knew I was gonna play a lot. Every time down court, I was gonna do a different move. I'm like, they gonna talk about me when I leave here. I'm gonna do the coldest moves they've ever seen, and I'm out of here. I'll give me my 5 minutes.
Wow.
Like Barnell Hill, give me my 5 minutes. I'll spend my 5 minutes.
The catfish is delicious.
It's delicious.
And Maul, now that you've moved into commentating, same thing I was asking the comedians. As an ex-player, right? We all watch sports. Do you feel there's some things off limits that you won't talk about other players as being from a player experience? And like, damn, I hate when they say that or do this.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be hot. I'm trying to be good. So I'm not trying to be hot and kill a player just to stand out for that moment. I want to be good and let the game guide me. As long as the game guide me, it don't matter if you're black, white, old, young, whoever's shooting it. Like, it's gonna tell me where to go.
Yeah.
And for me, coaching kids, that really helped, like, be concise and like anybody can understand it. A 10-year-old walked up to me and was like, man, you doing good on TV. I'm like, bro, you watching TV at 10? But then the grandma said it
Kids
too.
will keep you honest.
Yeah, and the grandma said it too. So I'm like, nah, let the game guide you. And I want it to be just like we're in the shop. I don't want to be like I'm talking at you, I'm talking with you.
One thing I want to ask you, you just mentioned never made an All-Star, never won an MVP, but I feel like, at least in conversations I take part in, that you're one of the most like respected players by the pros. A, do you feel that? And B, why do you think that is?
I think like him saying me in a song, saying my name in a song, like, bro, are you kidding me? Or Tracy Morgan wearing my jersey, or Denzel when he see me, like, man, you got game. Like that to me is like, it's the ultimate. Or Michael Jordan picking me to play the young him in a commercial. Or Jay had me wear shoes.
That's
like
dope.
These are some of the favorite people in history, all these guys. So to me, that's my validation. And I felt like I was just really a kid in the neighborhood who made it, and I'm representing them. I used to go in New York. We'd play a matinee game. I'd go to the park at 12 or after that and like, yo, what movie you want me to do tonight? So they felt like they were playing, like they was control of the joystick playing. So that's where the love comes from. They feel like I really was representing the neighborhood.
So we got a question from our viewers. What's one thing fame has taken away from you guys?
Man.
You smacked your lips first. That means you really got something.
He got a lot. He got it going. I think people don't realize you can see them.
Yeah.
Like, I can notice somebody recognize me out the corner of my eye from way over there. And I was just in Atlanta trying to, having lunch with my wife, and I see, like, you eating, right? And they just, like,
sneak
within, not even sneak. I don't mind sneak. Like, I feel you. But they was just like,
No, they wasn't.
bro, just as close.
Like you in the zoo.
Bro.
Like you in a
And I'm
fishbowl.
like, and I look over there like, I'm such a big fan. I hate to do this. Can I get a picture? And it's
No
like,
way.
I hate
bro,
to do this is the go-to. I hate
it's
to do
like,
this.
bro, I miss being able to just exist without, like, and I appreciate it. But let me be clear. I appreciate the love, and I know people don't mean no harm, but I do miss being able to do anything anybody else gets to do. Like if I go to a concert and if I don't leave early, it's gonna take me another, and I'm not even that famous. But if it's a whole bunch of black people, it's like, bro, it's gonna be, and I wanna see the end of the show. I wanna see the end of the game. But if I stay, I'm gonna be taking pictures forever. Or remember one time we came to LA, somebody rubbed my kid's head. Like they was like, what's up?
No.
I'm like, yo, what are you doing? And they were like, oh my bad, I'm so sorry. Yeah, like, I just feel like we know each other. I'm like, bro, you are a stranger. You just touched my child.
Yeah, for real.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, for real.
So I feel like that kind of stuff where you like want to experience everything everybody else does the same way they do, that's what I miss the most. Like I want to just be able to be in the grocery store. I can't even be musty. I could be like, I can't be musty. If I take a 5-mile walk and I just, so now sometimes like people will catch me at the gym, like, can I get a picture? I'm like, I'm musty.
Right,
I'm in the gym.
Right.
Because you know, you musty in the black community. You musty forever.
It's over.
Yeah, but I'm in the gym.
Musty Cab.
If you take a picture of the
That's the
gym.
original cancel.
Absolutely.
The original cancel was like, you hang with that musty?
Yeah, I remember I was in the gym at the hotel one time on the treadmill. Dude, there's 12 treadmills. He comes next to me, does his walk. Like, man, I love your videos, Kev. Can you FaceTime my girl real quick? Like, bro, I'm 270, man. I'm just trying to lose something, bro.
I'm trying to get to 250.
Bro.
Yeah, you know who randomly, this ain't got nothing to do with that, but I was at the Four Seasons in Atlanta, and I'm in the gym, and Kirk Franklin. Yeah.
How do you know that?
He would not stop talking to me in the gym. Like, I know he was trying to inspire me, but it was like, come on, King.
Get your rep together.
Leave me alone, son. Come on, you can do it. Smile, King. Come on, Kirk, fam, just do what you're doing.
How does Kirk have a reputation of the Four Seasons gym?
I appreciate it, but he was in there the whole time trying to inspire me.
I went to him out here, the Four Seasons out here in LA.
Come on, King.
Yeah, he was there too.
That's actually really
That's crazy. What about you? What's fame is taken away from you? One thing.
Nothing personally, for real, because I live my life, bro. I bought an old Blazer, and tent was coming down, halfway down. I got it just so I could see the world like people aren't looking at me like this.
Wait, the tent was coming halfway down?
Oh yeah, halfway down.
Like it was peeling off?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I was good, like just being a part of the world. Like it felt so normal. Like you don't feel like somebody's following you. You don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but for me, I think the worst part's for my kids, to be honest with you. Son plays basketball. 2 sons, right? They'll always be compared to what I did or daughter. Like, so that part, they gotta learn how to navigate in their friend space and all that. So for them, I think it's the worst part.
What about you, Lil Rel?
You know what I don't like is how people create their own narratives of your life.
Yeah, that's true. That's
People start retelling your life story, which is insane. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
When you get healthy, he's on those.
Oh man, but that's I heard all of that, and it's like, what? No, even the way you make people try to tell you, like, oh man, I'm like, no, I've done all the most regular stuff.
Yeah.
At the same showcases, at the same everything. Like, well, you done sold your soul. Like, no, I didn't.
It's still here.
I really didn't. Who do you sell your soul? Where is the soul? Where is this? I just think it's crazy that people could literally just, whatever craziness they've made up in their head is gonna be the truth to them. And it's frustrating, but at the same time, I think I've learned to be like, it's part of the game.
Can I add to this?
Go ahead.
This is worse than the pictures. I met Will Smith and I met Kevin Hart 4 or 5 times. I happened to be at Kevin Hart's brunch this time and Will's thing the same week. I was working at both. Posted both of these pictures. I was like, this is a crazy week, man. You out here, Kev. Somebody was like, because my brother had just passed a year before this. Somebody was like, he sacrificed his brother to get an Illuminati.
God.
If you think I'd let my brother die to take a picture with Kevin Hart.
They said that to you?
Yes, in the comments. Wow. Black people gonna put you in that loom. They putting you in the loom. I'm like, bro, you think I would, first of all, this is my real life brother. No content creation, this is my actual brother. You think I would rather work at McDonald's or Uber?
And him still be here.
Bro, you think I care about none of this stuff? We're supposed to do this together. The people was in the comments like, I knew you sacrificed. How? He had cancer for 4 years. Yeah. You go to the cancer sacrifice people, like, hey,
how much that cancer cost?
Bro, come on. Like, be for real. I've been poor, I'm 42. I've still been poor for way more of my life than I've even been doing okay. Like we had nothing for most of my life still to this day. I've been good for like 7, 8 years. And I ain't even rich. I'm just like, I can fly first class. But, you know what I'm saying? Which is big to me. You know, they got the drinks and stuff like that.
Peanut packages was good.
Yeah, I ain't private plane rich. Like, why would I sacrifice him this early for a picture? I'm not sacrificing for a picture with Kevin Hart. Like, Kevin Hart is cool.
What about you, Wale? What's
Worst part
one
of
thing fame took away from you?
It just changed like over the years, but even on the album I say I'm talking to God less. My misery ain't important, cause my tears water the flowers for thousands that need garden. Because all they want, garden, protect.
But
that's what we getting. We getting all that.
Yeah, type.
Yeah.
But nah, but like my pain, like
I can't wait for the album, by the way.
thank you.
Bro,
John,
for real.
well done. But nah, the pain, like it ain't really it's really no grace for real. Not on a genuine level. Like there's really no grace. Like y'all talking about like was your friends call or like you checking on your friends and stuff like that. Those come with caveats in the industry. Somebody called me and asked me like how my day goes. I'm like, how many bars? How many? When's the due date? When do you need it by? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like
You
so.
automatically know.
I don't even share my personal life with nobody. Like, I don't even really do that because it don't matter to them. For the most, like the most percentage of people, it don't matter. Like, my misery don't matter to in the grand scheme of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't. And that's the harsh reality about fame. Like, one of my friends was telling me like, and I always think about this, is like when you start your career off as rapping, your first couple of shows, you got your whole hood with you, like 30 people trying to get in with you. 2 albums later, it's about 10. 3 albums later, it's like 5. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get to your 6th album, it's just you, your best friend, security, and you all got a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how this fame thing operates. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no grace. It ain't no like your misery might be the only thing that can get you out of misery in some ways. Like my music, my poetry, my pain is their entertainment. So who gonna care if I'm in pain?
Why do you think it's important to make spaces like this? And create spaces like the shop, but not just that, entrepreneur, space curator, producer, etc. Where's that come from? Like, where's that passion come from?
Yeah, I can tell you, I've been honestly really fortunate throughout my career to find myself in rooms like this and having conversation, really just learning, right? And one night I was in a room and I was just learning so much and I was having this conversation with someone saying, I've learned more in those rooms than I did in all my formative years of education. So I just had the thought, I'm like, how do we take these conversations, and make them for the 16-year-old PR, right? And learning on how would I have made different decisions, career paths, or learned things earlier, or done things sooner, or not done certain things if I had, access to those conversations. And I think now more than ever with the world as it is, I think these conversations are critically important. And by the way, it doesn't mean we got to agree on everything. I think it's, that discourse is actually really good. So I think the more we could have these conversations, I don't know what room organically Big Sean would be in with Sebastian, right? But the similarity is when you're agreeing more than you're disagreeing, when you're having these conversations, you're realizing you're more alike than you are different in a lot of ways. So I think these conversations are critically important, right? We weren't trying to create a show. We weren't saying, oh, what's the next thing we could do? It was like, how can we just get more discourse?
P, here's to you, brother. Created the shop, you and Ramos. It's gonna live on forever, for lifetime, generations, the spirit, the community, everything that goes into this. It was you and Ramos' idea. Season 8, wrapping it up. You're obviously moving on, but the brand will go on, the show will go on.
Absolutely.
The community will keep supporting it. I don't know how it'll go on without you, but it will. Your spirit will be in every room. So here's to you, brother. Love you.
Love you. Cheers.